Cameras trained on one man. A hat-trick in his last game. Will he prosper once more? We'll have the action on EA TV. Hello, a warm welcome, and this is the scene here in North London. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It is Tottenham Hotspur up against Newcastle United.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Stephen Bergwijn, number 10, Harry Kane, and number 7, Heung-min Son.
This is the starting lineup for Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 with two out-and-out wingers, but they do vary their movement. They give width, but they also make diagonal runs infield when the ball's on the opposite flank. Their performances will be key today.
So the starting 11 for Newcastle United.
Well, the player that needs to affect the game is the one at the top of the midfield diamond. If he can get on the ball and dictate the play, they should control this match.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
It's a very attractive match in prospect, and it's Tottenham Hotspur who get things underway. Well, nicely cut out. Stephen Bergwijn. Can they trouble the opposition this time? And Kane prepared to fire. Well, just the kind of save every goalkeeper would expect to make. Lewis. It's with Garcia. Now can they create something? There it is! The opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. But he's still got so much work to do. Just look at the strength he shows to hold off the defender and still get his shot away. That's a really good finish.
Well, back underway here. How will Spurs reply to that setback? Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, the stats tell you everything. He's a top-class striker. Even when he's having a quiet game, he can still pop up with a goal, as we may well see today.
Well, a bad pass it was. Danny Garcia. What can they do from here? And back with Garcia. And he's through. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. And a goal to let you know about in the Burnley match. Who has scored it, Alex?
It's a goal for Burnley. It was a nice 1-2 and then a composed finish as he rounded the goalkeeper. They're back level. It's 1-1 with 13 minutes played.
Thank you, Alex. Gelson Martins. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot. And that always looked likely to run through to the keeper. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Lo Celso. Now Romero with it. Son. It's Son's ball into the middle. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Kane. Just made sure nothing came of that. Riviere. Blocked again. Breaking at pace. Good vision. Can he get onto this? Still a chance. Well, they survived the attack. Riviere. Steven Bergwijn. Well, brilliant work to keep that one in play. Well, they know they need to stop him. Lo Celso. Dele Alli. Can he find the net? Superb stop.
Well, what a good piece of goalkeeping that was. But the equaliser can't be long in coming, surely.
And that's an important intervention. Kane. Riviere. And the keeper got there.
Well, just listen to the fans. They know this is a big chance here.
Well, opting for the short corner. They'll repeat the trick. Corner again. Well, the short corner routine. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Well, even the best can have their struggles, and that certainly applies to Harry Kane, Stuart, who has been a long way from his best.
Well, as you can see, he just hasn't had enough touches in the key areas, and that's one of the reasons they're losing this game at the moment.
Under pressure here. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. Read it superbly to take back possession. Going well. Kane. Riviere. Now Son. And played in. And no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Well, a successful player is always going to be linked with other clubs, and there seems to be more than a grain of truth to the rumours. What do you make of it, Stuart?
Well, no surprise there's been an official bid made. It's probably just a case of whether it's enough now, although I'm not sure it'll happen immediately.
We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Kieran Clark. It's Jamal Lewis. Well, there it is, the half-time whistle, and Newcastle in front. Your assessment?
Well, we were concerned about their defence before the game, but today they've looked a solid outfit. They've defended as a unit, they've been compact, and they've counter-attacked at the right time. This has been a very good display.
It's a very attractive match in prospect, and it's Tottenham Hotspur who get things underway. It's with Garcia. How can they create something? There it is, the opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made. Kane. And the keeper got there.
Well, just listen to the fans. They know this is a big chance here.
So underway again. The Magpies with the lead, but this game far from being done and dusted. Longstaff. Aritz. Girassi. And space to cross it. Longstaff. It's a neat move. Real chance. No hiding from the fact that they really should have extended their lead.
Well, that was a poor miss. Could they come to regret that?
Well, we always enjoy bringing you live action on EA TV, and Premier League action coming up. It's Newcastle United facing Wolves. Crisp tackling. Murphy. Well, racing away here, and the cross not quite accurate enough. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? All hands on deck. Oh, wonderful bit of skill. Well, still searching for the equaliser, but not passing it anxiously. And a goal here for Tottenham, who have evened things up.
Well, here it is again, and I don't expect goalkeepers to save everything at their near post, but on this occasion, although it's a good strike, he should do better.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1.
Can the owner of the green car that is blocking up the emergency exit...
Well, we're into the final half hour.
And move it as soon as possible. Thank you.
Joelinton. Joe Willock. And the ball is with Girassi. A decisive clearance it was. And a goal to let you know about in the Wolves game. Let's hear about that goal from Alex.
It's a goal for Villa. They're the first on the score sheet here with 64 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. And he's made headway. And by a wafer-thin margin, offside. And it is substitution time at this juncture. Not just from one side, but from both.
Number 17, Fred. Substitution for Newcastle United. Coming off the pitch, number 23, Jacob Murphy. Coming onto the pitch, number 8, Jojo Shelby.
Danny Garcia. And Clark on the ball. Aritz. Longstaff. Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. Son. What a shame, really, because the move was promising, but no end product from them. Danny Garcia. A cross lacking guile and accuracy. Reguilon. Here's Lo Celso. Really good interception. This might have potential. Kane. And return to Son. And there the move will end because it's offside. Close though.
Coming off the pitch, number 5, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Coming onto the pitch, number 28, Tanguy Ndombele. Substitution for Newcastle United. Coming off the pitch, number 7, Joelinton. To be replaced by number 21, Rodrigo Vilca.
Kieran Clark. And the ball is with Girassi. And Newcastle pushing forward with options available. And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here!
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? They've got to be really mindful of the time situation, attacking though they might be. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Reguilon. Must be! And the flag has gone up.
Well, he has to work a lot harder to stay onside there. He didn't read the situation at all.
Well, nearing the end of the game, can Newcastle see this out?
Well, they should have had this wrapped up long ago. Some of their football has been excellent, but they're going to need to be resilient in these final few minutes to get their much-deserved victory.
Well, we've entered the final 5 minutes. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Aritz. It's Jamal Lewis. It's with Garcia. Electing to cross into the centre. Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, here it is again, and what a perfect cross into the box this is. Just inviting someone to attack it, and the strike could not get any better. He hits through the back of the ball with such power. What a goal this is.
So they get the ball moving again. 3-1 the scoreline here. What's going to happen next? Now the wide area might be the productive area for Spurs. Will it happen for them? Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Lo Celso. Romero. Here's Ndombele. On the ball, Reguilon. Options in the centre. And that will be that, the final whistle here. And Newcastle fans around the world will be delighted with the outcome. What did you make of their performance?
Well, we talked before the game about their poor defending, but today it was all about their attacking play. They really did show a lot of quality in possession, particularly in the wide areas. That was a good win for them.
Kane. And the keeper got there.
Well, just listen to the fans. They know this is a big chance here.
It's a neat move. Real chance. No hiding from the fact that they really should have extended their lead.
Well, that was a poor miss. Could they come to regret that?
A wonderful bit of skill. Well, still searching for the equaliser, but not passing it anxiously. And a goal here for Tottenham, who have evened things up. And the ball is with Girassi. And Newcastle pushing forward with options available. And it's in! They're back in front. Stunning scenes here. Electing to cross into the centre. Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Just got a couple of questions for you regarding the match. Cheers, thanks for the questions.
Okay, guys, thanks very much. We'll start the questions now. Time's up, guys. Thanks for your questions.
Hello and welcome to the northeast of England. We're here at St James's Park. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It's Newcastle United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
So the starting 11 for Newcastle United.
Well, in this shape, their two holding midfield players will be key today. If they can get on the ball and dictate the play, protect the two centre-backs, it will then allow the attacking players to show their creative quality.
The initial 11 for Wolves. Nelson Semedo plays with Johnny in the fullback positions. Ruben Neves plays alongside João Moutinho in central midfield. And Raúl Jiménez is up front.
St James's Park. Enjoy the game.
And this confrontation is underway. A very good tackle. Girassi. Very quick thinking there. Jimenez. Decent position for Wolves to be in, but nothing comes of it. Well, for Newcastle United, you have to say it was a great performance against Tottenham. How do you anticipate it going this time, Stuart?
Oh, Derek, big chance here.
Able defending, but can they keep it out? Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Can someone get on the end of this? Well, his direction was just a little bit off. Well, with the season ebbing away and looking at the table, you've got to reach the conclusion that the title race is well nigh over, Stuart.
Well, what a season they're having.
They might score! And able to close down the shot. Well, opting for the short corner. And crossed in there. He read it well, but still work to do. Well, that attack going up a dead end, and the keeper has the ball. Murphy. Brilliant piece of defending from João Moutinho.
As soon as possible. Thank you.
Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, he's certainly weighed in with his fair share of goals this season, Derek. At times he's been rampant, and he will certainly need to be tightly marked today.
Oh, Stuart, they might be onto something. Majestic piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he loves the big moments, doesn't he? And he's proved it again there. Great goalkeeping.
Willy Bolly. Connor Cody now. Still passing it around with authority. Going well. How about the cross? Not at all problematic for the goalkeeper. And Newcastle pushing forward with options available. A very timely interception. Johnny. And Wolves being afforded too much space here. Played into the box. It might still be problematic. Well, they can bring it out now. They're showing good defensive judgment. Adama. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. Johnny. Determined defending. Good-looking ball. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Danny Garcia. Well, they're sitting ever deeper. Well, an easy one to cut out, really. Adama. It's there for him. Oh, a vital interception. Murphy. Space on the flank. And that is how to block.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
And there's the delivery. Still alive, struggling to get it away. Martins in position to give them the lead, maybe. Just the tackle that was needed.
Well, as you can see, it's been really tight, and neither side has taken enough risk going forward. Hopefully that will change soon, and then we might get some entertainment.
Good movement. Space and time for the cross. Danny Garcia. Wonderful chance. And how about that for a save?
Well, here you can see it again. It's close, but it's certainly not over the line. The officials got that absolutely right.
Who's going to get on the end of it? Taking care of business defensively here. Well, he could really get at the opposition. And thwarted there following the cross. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Fruitful looking attack. Sends it back. Well, a poor effort from a difficult angle, Stuart.
Well, he took the wrong decision there. He surely had to cut that back.
Using his physique to shield the ball and then wait for others to get there. Adama. Saiss with it. Cody. And with that, the first half draws to a close. You might say he'll be happy with some aspects of his performance so far, but not every aspect, Stuart.
Well, he didn't contribute enough in that first half. I think he needs to work harder to get on the ball. He was far too static. In my view, he's got to make more runs behind this back line in the second half.
Able defending, but can they keep it out? Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Well, his direction was just a little bit off. And able to close down the shot. Wonderful chance. And how about that for a save?
Well, here you can see it again. It's close.
Well, a poor effort from a difficult angle, Stuart.
Well, he took the wrong decision there. He surely had to cut that back.
The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Danny Garcia. Gelson Martins. It's Jamal Lewis. Gelson Martins. Oh, splendid header, but a fine save. Well, he would have been disappointed had he spilled that one.
Well, I think they've played really well today, but unless they take one of these chances, it will count for nothing. Just look at those stats. They need to make the breakthrough and make it quickly.
The keeper completely untroubled. Well, we always enjoy bringing you live action on EA TV and Premier League action coming up. It's Newcastle United taking on Leicester City. Lewis. Willock. Into the advanced position. Really vital interception here. And a good-looking pass. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Has a go. A routine save. Gelson Martins. Well, they couldn't keep possession. So half an hour remaining. Don't forget, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Wolves facing Manchester City.
Derek, they must finish here.
Well, what an opportunity that was.
Well, that's a great chance to open the scoring. It's a poor effort in the end.
Number 7, Pedro Neto. To be replaced by number 10, Daniel Perez.
Aritz. Effective challenge. Gale. Newcastle in a potentially dangerous position, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Ruben Neves. Jimenez. Difficult to stop him. Can't argue with that little move. Firing it in. Well, fantastic reflex action. Who can they pick out? And the problem not completely solved. Well, they can bring it out now. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Johnny. This might be ideal for the counter. And he cuts in from the wing. Well, what a stop that was. And a substitution in the offing. And there's the delivery. I'll try to build a head of steam. Another corner it'll be. Over it comes.
Well, this has been an excellent game so far. Both sides have been good going forward, and we've seen some outstanding displays from the attackers.
And the Magpies moving the ball forward with purpose, but nothing comes of it. Counter-attacking very much an option. All hands on deck. Trying to get onto the front foot with the minutes ticking away. Oh, he looks threatening. And crossing towards the far post. A deft clearance.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
Now showing excellent judgment to intercept. Just can't seem to get out of their own half, and that's down to the pressure. Ruben Neves. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Oh, they have it again. Well, this corner could be pivotal. It might represent the last chance to get in front in the dying moments. And with play stopped, they will make the change now.
Number 36, Sean Longstaff.
Playing it in. Well, full marks for trying, but he couldn't quite get it on the target. Podence. And the ball with Boli. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. Good-looking ball. Still pushing for what could be a winner. Fed over towards the back post. Well, the danger is still there. And problem solved for now. And with that, the referee brings this match to an end. Both sides have their moments over the course of the 90 minutes, but it finishes in a stalemate. Stuart, what did you make of it all?
Well, yes, Derek, probably not the best game. I don't think either team played to their full potential. The final ball was often lacking, and the chances they did create, they were unable to take advantage of. A bit disappointing, really, as I was expecting more.
Well, his direction was just a little bit off. And able to close down the shot. Wonderful chance! And how about that for a save?
Well, here you can see it again. It's close.
Well, a poor effort from a difficult angle, Stuart.
Well, he took the wrong decision there. He surely had to cut that back.
Can't argue with that little move. Firing it in. Well, fantastic reflex action. And he cuts in from the wing. Well, what a stop that was. Well, full marks for trying, but he couldn't quite get it on the target.
time for just a few questions? That'll be all, thank you.